Hey everyone, this is New York City jazz guitarist Peter Mazza reaching out to everyone. I'm an instructor, teacher to beginner and intermediate players. I'm a consultant or coach to advanced and professional players. And I clarify that because I think at any and every level that everyone who plays jazz guitar really just wants to get better all the time. So whether you're gigging constantly and you have a busy teaching studio, or you're playing in your spare time, outside of your other job and your family commitments. I mean, everybody wants to know that there's more to do, more to learn. So welcome to this video, and allow me to tell you what we're setting out to do today. This is going to be a harmony chord melody challenge. So I'm going to take 8 bars of All the Things You Are, probably the most played jazz standard by Jerome Kern, play you 8 bars of what I call a shell arrangement. It's just, simple jazz chords, what I hear most, students and even, professional players who don't consider that they play a lot of chord melody, but I'm going to play that. And then following that, I'm going to play you 8 variations where there's a central technique being used. And I'm not going to tell you what the technique is, but I want to see if you can cite what technique I'm using in each of the different examples. Then I'm going to invite you to send me an email to my email. Maybe introduce yourself if we don't know each other. Tell me a little about you and your playing. Send me your answers, and I will send you a free gift of something, a transcription of one of my chord melodies. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll play you again the shell arrangement, right? So I'm going to say the lyrics to contextualize, all of this. So you are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. So to me, I would call that entry level. I mean, I'm trying to play it with finesse and make it sound professional, but I'm not doing a lot of advanced techniques. I'm just playing a lot of standard chords, hopefully with clarity and a good feel. And I was trying to match the touch to the melody, where, I mean, the melody was hopefully speaking, but the chords were grooving and doing what they needed to do. So, okay, here's the first variation. And maybe I'm not going to call it a variation. I'll call it an example, because it's not really a technique that has a formal name. But I wonder if you could cite where I'm doing variations and what you would call that. So here we go. First variation. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Okay, so watch the first one, watch the second one. What was different? I mean, I could call that a certain kind of harmonic name, but maybe not a formal one. I wonder if you can hear the difference and name it in some way. Be nice. All right, but the second variation. So here we go. This is in fact a technique or harmonic device that has a name. So I wonder if you can name it. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Throwing that chord. So yeah, so that was variation 2. What was the main harmonic technique that I was using in that example, kind of consistently from those different points in the tune? Third variation. So this also has a formal harmonic name that many of us know, and see if you can cite it. 3, 4. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. What's that? Okay, so that was example 3. So let's see, this is example 4 now, okay? See if you can cite the technique. This one doesn't have a name that I hear stated as clearly, but I wonder if you can put it together what it is and call it something that we might agree on. Anyway, let's get into it. 3, 4. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Kind of improvised it at the end there, but the main technique was the same. Okay, so now where are we? Number 5. Okay, yeah. This is a technique, a term and a technique that you hear people talk about. I wonder if you could cite it and name it. So I'll give this a try. 3, 4. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter let's see, long. Right? So here is the 6th example, and this is the same device as the one that I just did, but it's going to have a little variation to it. So I wonder if this iteration of it will make you recognize the one that I'm looking for. So here we go. So 3, 4. You are, let's see, the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Let's see. All right, so a little improv going on there. So now, that was example 6. Again, it was the same as example 5, but just a different kind of variation that might make the term that I'm looking for, the technique that I'm looking to identify, more clear to you. So, okay, here's the 7th example. So this one is a term you hear. I wonder if by listening to this, it'll be easy to tell what I'm looking for, but there is something that I'm doing that's different that I haven't done in all of the arrangements, and I wonder if you can call it that term that I'm looking for. So let me see if I can play this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I'm going to count. I'll count that off and I'll say the lyrics again. 3, 4. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. Anyway, so this last variation, variation 8, example 8, is the same concept as what the one I just played, but just a different kind of bunch of stuff. I hope I can play this right, but I think follow me if I make a few glitches here. So you are the promised kiss of spring, time that makes the lonely winter seem long. So yeah, interesting. Anyway, I hope that you guys will enjoy watching this, going back and thinking about what's happening there, seeing if there's anything you can use harmonically that might inspire like some new chords or arranging ideas. And furthermore, that you'll email me at my email address. I'll mention that. So it's petermazzamusic@gmail.com, petermazzamusic@gmail.com. So send me an email. If I don't know you already pretty well on Facebook or from elsewhere, tell me a little bit about yourself and send me the answers to those examples. And then I'll send you a gift, a little transcription of mine, something for you to play. I also want to share that on January 2nd, I'm about to start a 15-week course made up of 3 5-week segments called Advanced Harmony and Solo Arranging for jazz guitar. And in the first 5 weeks, I'll go over major, melodic, minor, and diminished, and all the harmonic information that you need to know and become fluent in to, improvise, play chords, develop arrangements, know how to voice chords, voice lead. In the second and apply that to the guitar and show you how to get around the instrument, learning and applying all that stuff. Then in the second 5 weeks, I'll show you how to learn a tune. I'm going to teach you all the things you are. I'll teach you the melody and lyrics, the chords, the Roman numeral analysis of like all the modulations and chord and key changes. Show you how to design a basic arrangement like the very first one I played, and then walk you through some of the examples that you heard and other things, and kind of ground you in all of that. And have you ask questions. And then in the third 5 weeks, I'll actually have everybody do their own arrangement. And generally what I do is 8 bars a week. Every student works on 8 bars a week, and you get a chance to come to online class, Zoom class, and play and practice performing your ideas in an environment where it's not like a vibey jam session. It's like a open forum where everybody's kind of in the same boat. You may be on same levels or different levels, but you're in the same boat because you're trying to advance your game, and everybody's super supportive and curious and helpful. So at any rate, I invite you to participate. A little bit about the price. Each segment is $225. Each 5-week segment is $225 each. So if you purchase the entire course up front, 15 weeks, I'll give you $75 off. That's $25 off per segment. So you'll only pay $600 for all 15 weeks of the course. I send everybody who is a 15-week participant a free copy of my 100-page book of great materials. So you'll get to enjoy and work from those. And listen, solo guitar, many people stay away from it, not only because it's hard, but because it's lonely. You're on your own and you don't have the personal and musical support when you're playing by yourself. But in this format, solo guitar playing becomes a collaborative, interactive, communal experience where everybody is listening to each other, enjoying each other, constructively criticizing, not negatively criticizing each other. And so even if you're someone who loves to play, but you find it hard to be motivated to practice, chances are you're going to show up to class and somebody's going to be playing something and be like, oh man, I want to do that. What was that? I'm going to go back and watch the video and check that out. And I should add that I record all the classes on Zoom and I send them to the participants to keep forever. And learn from and study from. So anyway, that's all I got today, guys. I really hope you'll reach out to me and let me know about what you heard today. Let me know you a little bit and tell me whether you'd like to register for my upcoming workshop on the January 2nd. Very happy holidays, happy New Year. Great to see you. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.